What if I told you that in just 6 months, you could just walk into a room and people wouldn't even recognize you? Not because of some drastic makeover, but because you simply transform your life from the inside out. If you're ready to become the best version of yourself, someone who's confident, healthy, unrecognizable, in the best way possible, then this video is for you. Let's dive into the small, powerful changes that will lead to total transformation. Change doesn't happen overnight, but what if I told you that you could achieve incredible, lasting results making small, almost imperceptible changes to your daily routine? Today, we're diving deep into the science of micro habits, and I'll share actionable steps you can start implementing right away. These tiny shifts would compound over time, leading to a transformation that will leave even you surprised at what you've become. Hey, it's Tiffany Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. This is the place where we talk all things fashion, beauty, and life-changing tips to help you become the best version of yourself. If you love content that inspires transformation and inspires you to live your best life, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on my latest video. If you're excited to start your transformation journey today, smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people just like you. Step number 1, the power of micro habit. This concept comes from the idea that small, consistent actions lead to massive changes over time. It's easy to think that big results require big efforts, but research shows that the opposite is often true. The book Micro Habits, Small Changes and Big Results by B.J. Fogg is one of the seminal works on this topic. Fogg, a behavioral scientist, explains how the tiniest habits can snowball into significant life changes. Micro habits work because they're easy to start and hard to stop. Think of them as seeds, tiny actions that when planted consistently grow into something much bigger. The key is consistency. Fogg argues that the reason that most people fail at creating lasting change is that they try to do too much too quickly. By starting small, like just doing one push-up a day, you build momentum. Over time, that one push-up turns to 2 and then 10, and eventually a full workout routine. I want to take a moment to break this down with a real-life example. Let's say you want to become more fit. You might be tempted to sign up for some intense gym membership and go all out, but that's often where people burn out. Instead, imagine starting with something simple, such as a daily 5-minute walk. Doesn't sound like much, but that's the point. It's so easy you can't say no. Over the next few weeks, you'll gradually increase your time. Maybe add in some stretching or a few bodyweight exercises. Before you know it, you're spending 30 minutes a day on fitness without even realizing it. And your body begins to change in ways you didn't think possible. Let's talk more about B.J. Fogg's principles from the book Micro Habits. Fogg introduces the idea that the best way to make a habit stick is by associating them with something that you already do. For example, if you want to start flossing every day, attach it to something like brushing your teeth. It's a habit you already have, so you're more likely to remember and actually do it. This technique is called anchoring, and it's incredibly effective for building new habits. Fogg's book is full of these insights, ideas that are simple yet profoundly effective. He also emphasizes celebrating small wins. So every time you complete your micro habit, even if it's just drinking 1 glass of water, give yourself a mental pat on the back. These small rewards help reinforce the habit and keep you motivated. Part 2, the 6-month Unrecognizable Transformation Plan. So how can you apply this to become unrecognizable in 6 months? Here's a breakdown of micro habits that you can incorporate into your daily life, targeting different aspects of your physical and mental well-being. First, we're going to start with the physical transformation. Start with 5 minutes of exercise daily. Whether it's a quick stretch, a few squats, or a daily walk, begin with something so small that it sounds silly. Gradually increase the time as the habit becomes ingrained. Next step, hydrate consistently. Start by drinking 1 extra glass of water per day. As this becomes a routine, aim for half your body weight in ounces. Focus on 1 healthy meal per day. Don't overhaul your entire diet overnight. Begin by just making 1 meal each day, incredibly healthy and nourishing. This will gradually shift your overall eating habit. To expand on these ideas, let's dive a little deeper. For the 5 minutes of exercise, I want you to think about what you really enjoy. If you love dancing, put on your favorite song and dance for 5 minutes. If you're more into stretching or yoga, spend those minutes doing some simple poses. The goal is to make it enjoyable, so you look forward to it rather than dread it. When it comes to hydration, consider getting a water bottle that tracks your intake throughout the day. There are some great apps that remind you to drink water at regular intervals. Remember, hydration isn't just about water. Fruits and vegetables also contribute to your daily intake, so include them in your diet as well. And about that 1 healthy meal, start simple. Maybe it's swapping out your usual breakfast for a smoothie packed with greens, fruit, and protein. Or perhaps choosing a salad for lunch instead of something heavy. The idea is to make small, sustainable changes that you can maintain long term. Next area, we're going to discuss the mental. Step 3, social and professional life. Reach out to 1 person a day, whether it's a text to a friend, a comment on a social media post, or a quick email. This micro habit will help you build stronger connections and expand your network over time. Set 1 small goal each morning. Achieve something simple, like organizing your workspace or responding to an important email. This will set a productive tone for the rest of your day. Reaching out doesn't have to be complicated. Send a quick text to a friend that you haven't talked to in a while, or leave a thoughtful comment on someone's social media post. These small acts of kindness and connection can make a big impact in your relationships over time. Setting a small goal each morning helps you start the day with purpose. It could be simple as something like making your bed or clearing your desk. Completing these small tasks gives you a sense of accomplishment and sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. The science behind it all. But why do micro habits work so well? There's a psychological principle at play called the aggregation of marginal gains, popularized by British cycling coach Dave Brailsford. Suggests that the small, incremental improvements in any process add up to a significant gain. When you commit to these tiny habits, your brain starts rewiring itself to accommodate these new behaviors. This process is called neuroplasticity, and it's what allows you to essentially reshape who you are at a fundamental level. Neuroplasticity is an amazing concept. It's the brain's ability to reorganize itself. By forming new neural connections throughout life, every time you practice a new habit, you're literally changing the structure of your brain. This is why consistency is key. Repeating the same small action strengthens the neural pathway associated with that behavior, making it easier and more natural over time. For example, if you ever learned a new skill, like playing an instrument or learning a new language, at first it feels awkward and challenging, but as you practice, the movements or the words starts to flow more naturally. That's your brain physically changing to make the new habit or skill easier to perform. The same principle applies to micro habits. Each small action you repeat is carving a new neural pathway, making that behavior more automatic over time. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, emphasizes that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. What starts off as a 1% improvement every day leads to a massive transformation over time. Clear also discusses the concept of habit stacking. which is similar to Fogg's anchoring technique. By stacking a new habit onto an existing one, you create a routine that feels seamless and easy to maintain. Let's say every morning you make coffee. You could stack a new habit onto that routine, like reading one page of a book or practicing 1 minute of mindfulness while your coffee brews. This way, your new habit becomes a part of an established routine, making it easier for you to stick with over time. Section 4, tracking progress and staying motivated. The next critical step is tracking your progress. Start by writing down your micro habits in a journal or using a habit tracking app. Seeing those little check marks add up day to day is incredibly motivating. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. To make habit tracking more engaging, you might want to try it in different methods. You could use a bullet journal where you can create a simple grid with the days of the month and the habits that you're tracking. Each day you complete a habit, fill in a corresponding box. The visual satisfaction of those boxes filling up can be a powerful motivator. If you prefer digital tools, apps like Habittica or Streets gamify the habit tracking process, turning your daily actions into a fun challenge. Some people find that when sharing their progress with a friend or on social media helps keep them accountable. Whatever method you choose, the key is to making it consistent and enjoyable. Setting milestones and reflecting. Set small milestones for yourself. For example, after the first week, take a moment to reflect on how the micro habits are affecting your life. Are you feeling more energized, more focused? Write down these observations, as they'll be a great source of motivation. When you hit a plateau or feel like giving up, by the end of 6 months, you'll have accumulated a host of micro improvements that adds up to major transformation. Celebrate those wins, no matter how small they may seem. Each one is a step closer to becoming a person that you want to be. Looking unrecognizable in 6 months isn't about radical changes or drastic measures. It's about the power of micro habits. Small, intentional actions that compound over time to create something extraordinary. Start small, stay consistent, and before you know it, you'll be amazed at the person staring back at you in the mirror. If you're ready to start your 6 months transformation journey, hit that like button, subscribe for more life-changing tips, and drop a comment below on which micro habit you're going to start today. I would love to hear about your progress and cheer you on. Let's transform together, one tiny habit at a time.